Hello everybody, this is Derek Smith from Comprehensive Credit Repair, and I have another credit tip for you for today. This one is going to be titled 6 Tips to Repair Your Credit Score in 2019. So let's go ahead and get started. You know, getting financially fit is a popular goal that everyone is trying to get to, but where do you begin? The foundation of any sound financial plan is a good credit score. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit or average credit or even excellent credit. The majority of Americans have room for improvement when it comes to their credit history. And having a better credit score helps you get a better interest rate for new credit cards and loans and things like that. And that's going to help you save money in the long run. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to give you 6 tips for improving your credit score now and throughout all of 2019 and 2020 and beyond. Some tips you can start implementing right away, while others will catapult you towards long-term credit health. And I promise, they're always easier than going to the gym and working out and those kind of resolutions. So number 1, stop the collection calls. One of the biggest hurdles most people face when it comes to fixing their credit is just getting up the nerve to start the process. When you are constantly harassed by debt collectors, it can feel difficult, if not outright impossible, for you to move forward. They are required to follow certain laws as dictated by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. For example, they're not supposed to call you before 9 a.m. or after 8 p.m., even though I know people still get calls after that time. Additionally, they're not allowed to threaten or mislead you in any way. But even if the collection agency does follow all of the legal protocol, it's still a pain in the butt to deal with when you're not dictating the channels of communication on your own terms. You need to take the time to write a cease and desist letter to make an official request that all communications be handled through mail only. Don't call me on my telephone. This will not only give you valuable breathing room, it will also establish a paper trail that you can use when you start repairing your credit. You'll also have the time and energy to deal with your finances on your own terms without having to jump every time the phone rings. Get in control of your collections so you can get on the path to better credit. Number 2 is review your credit reports. Now that you've stopped bill collectors from constantly calling and harassing you over the phone, you can turn your attention to reviewing your current credit report. The first step to improving your credit is knowing where you stand. As I said many times, each year you can get a copy of your credit report from each of the 3 credit bureaus for free. You can also receive a free credit report if you're denied credit or employment based on information found in your credit report. While you're not entitled to a free credit score by the government, you can pay to get access to your FICO scores, or you can check to see if your credit card company or bank offers free access. Because TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian may not have the same information reported, it is essential to order all 3 credit reports to get a full picture of where you stand. Some creditors may only report to 1 or 2 credit bureaus instead of all 3. Later on, as you keep your credit report clean going forward, you may want to stagger your free requests in order to keep a current picture of where you stand throughout the year. If you're about to apply for major credit like a car loan or mortgage, you may want to check all 3 credit reports at once as part of your preparation. Once you have your credit reports, highlight the entries that are currently negatively impacting your scores, and then get ready to prioritize. Number 3 is identify your biggest problems. Not all credit issues are created equal. If you have a bankruptcy, judgments, or liens on your credit report, you want to address these first if at all possible. If there are any errors in the way these negative items are reported, such as the dates, the amounts, or other discrepancies, you can dispute these items both legally and ethically. Likewise, prioritize finding errors in credit card collection accounts and charge-offs, as severely delinquent payment history generally impacts your credit scores more than a single late payment. If you're unsure of where to start or feel overwhelmed by too many decisions, talk to a credit repair company like mine. I'm trained and experienced in doing this type of thing. Like I mentioned before, you typically get a free consultation where you can actually talk about your specific situations. That's what I do. Some companies like mine offer you advice on how to tackle disputes, while others let you take the lead on choosing which items you like them to target first. I do both. Number 4, double check for zombie debt. As you're going through your credit report, pay attention to the dates and confirm that any current negative items are still eligible to be listed on your account. Re-aged accounts may be listed with more recent dates that are inaccurate. In fact, this is a common tactic that debt collectors use to try to force you to pay for a debt that is past the reporting limit. In some instances, the statute of limitations may have passed on this debt for collections in your state. In cases like these, Disputing the debt is your best option, as paying the debt may have little or no impact on your credit scores whatsoever. Plus, the credit bureaus may only list information that is accurate and verifiable. It's not fair and it's not legal for them to list old debt. It's your responsibility, though, and right to get zombie debt dropped off your credit report for good. Number 5 is get prepared to dispute. I've done a number of videos on disputing erroneous information on your credit reports. You should go take a look at those. But if you need a simple refresher, here's what you need to do. Send a certified letter requesting debt validation from your creditor first. Then you wait for a response. If you don't get a response received within the 30-day time frame, file a dispute with the credit bureaus asking them to remove the inaccurate debt. Now, if you receive a response, you may still be able to dispute if the information provided is incomplete or inaccurate. Finally, number 6, if it's too much to handle, hire a pro like me. Some types of debt, like credit card debt, may be removed through other means, such as pay for deletion or goodwill letters to their appropriate creditors. However, keeping track of the laws, the timelines, and written disputes can often be a hassle. If you're worried about handling it yourself, speak to a reputable credit repair specialist like me to get yourself on track. Now, this is a paid service, but I can handle everything for you, which means you have more time to focus on enjoying your newfound financial freedom that I'm going to give you. If you need help choosing a reputable credit repair company, reach out for my free credit analysis, and I'm pretty sure that I can be the right company for you. Now, there are a lot of programs out there to fit a variety of budgets and credit help needs, so you can find something that works for you. I have a very reasonable cost, and how much is your credit score and financial future actually worth to you? Now, rebuilding your credit isn't an overnight job, but the results are lasting, and let me tell you, they're worthwhile. Not only will you feel a calming peace of mind knowing that your financial past is laid to rest, but you'll also be able to look happily towards the future. Buy what you want to buy, get the house and the car you need, the mortgage, the education. Everybody makes mistakes from time to time, and luckily, it's entirely possible to repair the damage within a reasonable time frame. By following each of these 6 steps, you have the knowledge and the power for great credit moving forward. Okay then, again, this is Derek Smith from Comprehensive Credit Repair. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.